What's up, guys? This is Merc Music, and I've got some brand new information about Call of Duty 2023 to share with you guys today. Gonna be casually playing some more Infinite Warfare because I don't really care to play Modern Warfare 2 until the game gets new content. Oh, the contracts don't reset yet. I didn't even get a daily Doppelin.
Looks like we're breaking out the good stuff.
Yeah, we will be breaking out the good stuff soon. Look at that. Which I think it goes without saying. If you guys want to see a massive supply drop opening on Infinite Warfare, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. And with that being said, let's dive into the latest Call of Duty 2023 news. At the time of recording this video, Charlie Intel has put out a bunch of different tweets from Activision themselves. A lot of this information has to do with, how many microtransactions Activision sold in 2022, how many monthly active users there are, and how everything's going great for Call of Duty. I mean, we're gonna skip all that. I probably edited the screenshots on screen so you can kind of see them. If you want to pause, you can check it out. But that's not really the big juicy information that I'm gonna share with you right now. It's this tweet that he put out that really caught my attention. He's saying here, Activision says there's a, quote, full annual premium release in the Call of Duty franchise launching this fall. He followed it up by saying, Bloomberg reported last year that this fall's title would be an expansion to Modern Warfare 2 from Sledgehammer Games, but Activision keeps calling this fall's release a, quote, full annual premium release. And this is the full statement from Activision. Across the Call of Duty franchise, our teams are working to amplify the success of the fourth quarter with 2023 plans including even more engaging live services across platforms and the next full annual premium release in the Blockbuster series. Charlie also followed this up by saying, this is not a Treyarch game, which thank God. I mean, all of the leaks and rumors have been pointing to the fact that Treyarch is going to have their release in 2024, giving them plenty of time to work on whatever Call of Duty game they're going to release, which in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions as well, is desperately needed for Treyarch to produce a good Call of Duty game, especially in the case of Black Ops 4, man. Okay, so let's talk about this. What exactly does this mean for Call of Duty 2023? Charlie Intel was specifically fixated on the, quote, full annual premium release, and for good reason. That specific choice of words makes it sound like they're working on a brand new Call of Duty game. I did see some tweets as a part of this conversation hinting at the idea. Ooh, I just got gold. Dude got a triple rocket bomb. What? I'm getting too distracted by the Infinite Warfare. What I'm trying to say is that I saw some tweets from some people hinting at the idea that this next Call of Duty game could be a remastered game. Maybe the original Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, maybe Modern Warfare 3 remastered, or a Black Ops remastered game. But I do have reason to believe that it's unlikely because when it comes to remastered Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare Remastered is the only complete remastered Call of Duty game that we have. And even then, it wasn't originally sold as its own game. It was actually bundled with this game, Infinite Warfare. And the only other remastered Call of Duty game that we have at this point is the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remaster. And since they're saying this is a full annual premium release, I doubt it would be the original Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered because that's not a full Call of Duty game. They would have to remaster every aspect of that game. So, yeah. Ooh, triple. We get a quad? Well, it's already way off screen now, but there you go, 4-piece. But yeah, if we're not getting a remastered Call of Duty game for 2023, then what are we getting? From everything we've seen so far, Treyarch is not going to be working on Call of Duty 2023. Whatever they're making is coming out in 2024. Raven's working on Warzone 2, and Infinity Ward is working on Modern Warfare 2. And it sounds like those studios are also getting support from Sledgehammer. And now this latest news is hinting at the idea of Sledgehammer Games actually working on the Year 2 content for Modern Warfare 2. If you guys want my take on all of this information so far, I think it's really unlikely that we're going to be getting any kind of brand new Call of Duty game this year. However, I do believe that Activision is being very careful with their wording in the events that they do decide to release a different Call of Duty game. If we go back to the numbers that I was talking about earlier that I kind of skipped, Activision has clearly stated that Modern Warfare 2's launch was the biggest in franchise history. It's made a ton of money. And really the only issues that Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 have been facing so far is player retention. And a big part of that is not releasing any content and delaying Season 2. On top of the fact that the community has wanted a lot of things to be changed and improved, and we really haven't gotten any significant changes or updates to the game in quite a while. And the reason I'm so inclined to believe that this is just going to be an expansion to Modern Warfare 2 is because of this wording in the statement that they put out. If we read this again very carefully, you'll see this. Across the Call of Duty franchise, our teams are working to amplify the success of the fourth quarter. Like I briefly mentioned, Activision has basically been gloating about the fact that the fourth quarter for them was insanely successful. Tons of sales of Modern Warfare 2, lots of microtransactions were bought. They said in their press release that the fourth quarter of 2022 was huge for them. So for them to say that they're working to amplify the success of the fourth quarter leads me to believe that we're getting some kind of expansion for Modern Warfare 2, not a brand new Call of Duty game. Unless, of course, that game's Modern Warfare 3, which would be kind of insane. Even though I think this idea for an expansion is unlikely, I think it would be insane. We're in the year 2023. This is the 20th anniversary of Call of Duty. I think the coolest possible expansion they could have for Modern Warfare 2 is actually to just add Modern Warfare 3 onto it. This is the best way I could describe it. For this Modern Warfare 2 expansion, for $60 to $70, which is a premium Call of Duty release at this point, they would be selling us the next addition to the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, which would basically be the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. As far as it goes for multiplayer, they would basically be doubling the existing base Modern Modern Warfare 2 weapons, and specifically be bringing back original Modern Warfare 3 weapons to the game. Now, you have to keep in mind that this is an expansion that would be coming out in fall, so by that point, I would hope that we have more maps in the game, more game modes, some of which would be brand new maps, but there would also be a lot of Modern Warfare 2 original maps being remastered in this game. So for the 2023 fall expansion, they would be bringing in more maps and game modes from Modern Warfare 3 this time around. Think like Mission, Hard Hats, Seatown, as well as game modes like Drop Zone and All or Nothing. For the co-op / spec op side of things, they could bring back Chaos mode for Modern Warfare 3, but as far as it goes for DMZ and Warzone 2, they either have to bring that content into those modes as well, or they have to come up with their own unique stuff. That's essentially my wish list for a Modern Warfare 3 expansion into Modern Warfare 2. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, doesn't mean it's likely, I just think it would be a good idea. We destroyed this team, dude. Look at them, helpless. Oh my god. Now that's just one speculation for what this expansion could be. It's kind of ironic that we're playing on Terminal from the original Modern Warfare 2 right now, because a lot of the other speculations have been that this expansion is basically going to be a lot of the original Modern Warfare 2 content being thrown into the game, which is not bad, but I feel like we could be getting better content than just that. At that rate, it's basically like the remastering Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer without actually doing that. It's not a terrible idea, but at the same time, you'd be paying $60 to $70 just for the remastered multiplayer. And even then, if they did that, it still really wouldn't be the same. There's so many different nuances and mechanics that make the original Modern Warfare 2 very different than the new one that we have now. They could pump all of the original Modern Warfare 2 shit into the game, but that doesn't mean that it's going to feel and play like the original Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, you know? Like I was saying, I don't think it's a terrible idea, I just don't think it's the best idea. But yeah, man, I feel like those are basically the two big speculations at this point. Now, just keep in mind that none of this is official, this is not confirmed. We do not have any kind of official information about what this expansion is going to be bringing us. I mean, we still barely know anything about Season 2 for Modern Warfare 2 at this point. I mean, for multiplayer, we're going to be getting hardcore and infected. At the time of recording this video, that's like the bulk of what we know so far. So when it comes to the year 2 expansion for Modern Warfare 2, yeah, all of us are basically throwing darts at a dartboard. But I think the main reason this is so interesting to talk about is because we've never had a year 2 for a Call of Duty game, ever. Except for, I guess, COD Mobile. Look at COD Mobile, look at COD Online. It hasn't been the case with the main Call of Duty games, but they have had some experience basically delivering extra years of content to COD games. Maybe that was the master plan all along. Maybe the reason they had COD Online and they now have Call of Duty Mobile is basically to test and see if they can get away with just releasing one Call of Duty game and then supporting it for years after. Now, unfortunately, we all know how Call of Duty Online turned out. They had to shut it down forever. Activision did not renew their contract with the devs because the game was actually losing money. The main reason for that happening is the fact that China implemented new laws that restrict how long people can play video games for. But since that's not the case with Call of Duty Mobile and it's a very accessible game, that game has continued to grow and thrive over the years. This whole thing is just really strange to me, man, because they're basically treating Modern Warfare 2 like a live service, but you still have to pay a minimum of $70 to get access to the entire game. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like they're completely ready to dive into this whole like free-to-play live service, add content for tons of years kind of thing for the main Call of Duty games. It just does not work out the same. It would be a completely different story if Call of Duty was free-to-play. Because when a game goes free-to-play, there's way more people playing. And especially in the case of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, this would boost the numbers significantly. Should I pop it off?
Nope.
I FTL jumped out of there. Did it waste it? I've got to see this. It didn't even do it on the screen. I think one of the biggest mistakes they've made with Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, and this kind of applies to Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard as well, is the fact that they basically turned all of these games as multiplayers into live service games, but they're still charging $60+ for the base version of multiplayer. Now, obviously, you get campaign and zombies and other things too, I get that. But I think over these last 4 years, what a lot of us have noticed is that multiplayer has been taking a pretty hard hit. We're getting less content, especially original content in these Call of Duty games. We're getting less content and updates at crucial times when we need it the most. And pretty much every single time there's a new season for these Call of Duty games, we're getting less content than when we used to buy map packs. Ooh, threw him off. Let's win. Ow! Oh, I got an FTL head. I unlocked the head. We lost by 1 kill.
Boy, that thing is a laser.
Captain Price! Hello. What the? I didn't know that was a thing. That was actually pretty cool. We got bonus salvage. Dude, I got 4,000 salvage. I can just straight up unlock a gun now. Dude, I can finally get the axe. I could get the Udom sniper pistol. I honestly don't know what to get on Infinite Warfare, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna open up all the drops first. But I definitely want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the possibilities for Call of Duty 2023? Do you guys think it's possible that this could be the first time in a long time that we're not getting a brand new Call of Duty game for the year? And if we really are getting a $60 expansion to Modern Warfare 2, what would you like to see in that expansion? I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on this because this is something that we've never seen before before in a COD game. Overall, at this point, I think my opinions on having an expansion for Modern Warfare 2 are kind of mixed. It's just tough, man. I'm not totally opposed to the idea of a Call of Duty game having an expansion and getting more content over time. I'm just not 100% sure if Modern Warfare 2 is that game. At this point in Modern Warfare 2, there's like this giant, massive laundry list of changes and things that people want to come to the game. And if it's not coming in Season 2 or the Season 2 refresh or even Season 3, you're gonna lose a lot of players and they might not even be inclined to care about Year 2. Unless, of course, Year 2 is just fucking amazing. Like most things, we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. I really do hope that Modern Warfare 2 can really get its shit together, become a better game so we'll actually care about a Year 2 expansion by the time that comes out. I do want to say that even though my feelings about this overall are mixed, I think it does lean more in a positive direction, mostly because of what happened with Vanguard. I mean, Cold War is kind of the prime example of a game that would have been pretty decent to have a second year of content for. Even though it's not necessarily my favorite Call of Duty game, I just think Treyarch games might work better for having multiple years of content because of zombies. That's kind of the biggest thing that we're going to be missing here by having a Year 2 expansion is the fact that we don't even have zombies. The entirety of the zombies community for Call of Duty is going to be missing out if we don't get a brand new game. But at the same time, that's where it's so conflicting because I don't really want a brand new Call of Duty game in 2023. I would like to see them try an expansion, see how it goes, and not have to release another brand new Call of Duty game that might end up just being really bad because it gets rushed out. Especially if Sledgehammer Games is making that game, dude. I mean, imagine if we got like Vanguard 2. I think every single one of us can agree that that would suck ass. So with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me talk about the latest COD 2023 news while playing some dank Infinite Warfare. If you guys did enjoy this video and you're looking forward to whatever Call of Duty 2023 is, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.
Outcome, train goes.